Scrub, scrub. 10 degrees. Oh, 10 degrees. How do you dress for 10 degrees? I've been cycling for a long time. What happens is, I find this time of the year, hey, it's gonna be fall next week. But I find this time of the year, I need to relearn on what items of clothing I need when it is 10 degrees. Relearning. That's today's episode. Relearning. Now, as a Canadian, you'd think I'd have the whole dress for the cold down by now. You'd think so. But you forget, dressing for the heat is easy. Less is more, right? I'm talking about dressing for the cold. There's a guy running on the other side of the street there. No shirt on. Each to their own. So here's the thing. It's all about acclimating. So you acclimate to the heat, and likewise, you acclimate to the cold. Now, it's not cold today by any stretch of the imagination. It is 10 degrees. But there's certain points of my body that I don't like having exposed to the cooler temperatures. The hands are one, the ears are another. Those will be covered up soon enough. My toes, normally if it gets a little bit cooler than this, the little toe caps go on, and then eventually the booties. So I don't like having my toes cold, my fingers cold, my ears. The rest I can pretty much struggle through, and the struggle is real. Going flat today, not because of the temperatures. I was up in the Gatineau Park doing hilly stuff this week, and yeah, thought I'd bring you somewhere a little different. The route I'm doing today is not super long and not super tough. This was a route that I did at the height of COVID. I don't know if you know this or not, but they actually closed the border between Ontario and Quebec during COVID to stem the flow. So for the most part, that prevented us over here booting over to the Gatineau Park to do some rides. But we still wanted to ride. So I went south instead of going north. And that's what I'm doing today. So I do get asked from time to time, why do I ride in the Gatineau Park so much? Well, there's a few reasons. First and foremost, it's an amazing ride. It's a great workout, solid workout. And when you live in Ottawa, it's one of the few places where you can get some good sustained climbing in. The other one, and I find it's equally as important, is there's no traffic. They closed it. They closed the Gatineau Park to traffic for the most part. It is open occasionally, but I'm out here riding. I'm on Prince of Wales and Hunt Club, if you know Ottawa. Traffic, you know, traffic's heavy. It's been a while since I've ridden in traffic like this. It's the noise as well. Yeah, cars are the worst. And that guy sat on my ass the whole way. I didn't even get his phone number. I'm in the deepest, darkest portion of suburbia. I'm only 20K from my house, but holy boy, this is suburbia, all right. So here's some more tips about riding this time of the year in these temperatures. I tend to overdress, but I overdress with things that I can take off. So obviously, knee warmers, leg warmers, gloves, you can whip those off. Also, I think it all depends on the type of ride that you're going to be doing and how far you're going to be going. Now, I'm not very far today, maybe 50K, and again, it's 10 degrees, it's not awful, and there's a 15km/h headwind, so it's not totally brutal. So I've got a long sleeve on. It's got a little bit of thermal protection in there. I've got the gilet on, which offers obviously protection for my chest, but that can come off as well and go into a back pocket. Plan your ride, dress accordingly, and be like me. overdress. I just realized it really is not the most exciting ride. You know, you kind of end up in suburbia. We all know that's not very exciting. And there's long stretches between traffic lights, and it's basically just farmland. Long stretches of really nothing. So you get a lot of time with yourself and a lot of time with your thoughts. Made it home. About 50K. Yeah, it was pretty sweet. Aside from the traffic and the long stretches of loneliness. That's gonna come up in therapy next week. Hey, more smudges. More smudges to report. Yeah. I think it's gonna be a magic eraser kind of afternoon. Scrub. All right, enough lollygagging. Time to finish the chores. Obviously not riding today. I don't know if you can see this, but torrential downpours. So it was a perfect day for us to go to the movies. Moon Age Daydream, documentary about David Bowie. From my humble opinion, 10 out of 10. It was awesome. We saw it in the IMAX theater. Incredible. Great documentary. If you have the time and the inclination, go check it out. What did you think? Did you like it?
Oh my god, it was emotional. I needed time to regroup.
It was emotional. She needed time to regroup. Linda and I are heading off to Montreal tomorrow. Tomorrow night is the Spiritualized show at the Corona Theatre in Montreal. I talked about that last week. Spiritualized, definitely a bucket list band that we're going to go check out. We're there Monday, Tuesday, and then heading back. We will regroup. Take care.